One of the people that you see on the screen right there was training his children today to survive in the apocalypse by teaching them how to pick their own crops. And we're going to talk about that today on Podcast Rock City Live.
Podcast Rock City.
What's up, everybody? Joe here from Podcast Rock City, and with me this week is Sonny Hollywood Pooty.
I have a painter's tape X right over Casada's face. It's perfect.
Oh, that's just unbelievable. And speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, Joey Casada.
Yo, what's up, everyone? How are you?
We're doing great. Good to see you. Right there in the middle is the lovely and talented Goddess of Thunder, Lee Westy.
Hello, everybody.
And our guest this week is Mr. John Clark. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic.
He's at work.
Yes, I am.
So he gave us the topic of the week this week. I said, hey, you want to come on? He's in California, still at work. He looked at his staff and said, take over. I'm busy.
Joey, work is like you get up in the morning, you take a lunch pail, you punch a clock, you work for the man, you
When
come
you
home,
say the when you say the
you
morning,
kiss your wife.
What time are we talking about? The morning,
Well,
like 11:30.
No.
Oh,
yeah. So, Joey, I saw the pictures online today. Are you guys making pumpkin pies or apple pies?
well, maybe a little bit of everything. I did take the family apple picking today. It was a great little day. Kids enjoyed themselves. We got way too many apples. I don't know what to do with them. I wish Pooney was here. I'd be shoving them right up his, where.
His candy ass. Listen, I will tell you this. I was looking at the pictures on my phone at the same time as I was talking to my lovely girlfriend, Karen, and I was going, hey, Karen, want to hear me do an impression of Joey while he's taking this picture? This is it right here. Okay, now look at the camera, but reach for the apple like you're trying to get the apple. That's his. It was beautiful. That kind of thing is awesome. And I look forward to getting my apple pie in the mail right in time for Thanksgiving. I don't know if it'll be any good by then. All right, so a lot is going on. I have tons to say today, and it's going to all be in let's just go ahead and get to the news.
Podcast Rock City News.
I sat and I was watching TV today, and I was debating whether or not to talk about this because I know that there's at least one person on the screen, Sonny Pooney, that's going to pick on me about it. And but it's got to be said. And for all you people out there that are listening, I think that you're going to completely agree with me. And when I say this, I want to send out an enormous, huge fuck you to the people handling that damn Kiss 2020 goodbye thing. It has now been almost a year since we've heard from these people. This is outrageous. Now, some of you guys you know, when I posted something a while back, and some people are like, Kiss has nothing to do with this. This is what I'm going to say. Tell Kiss, fuck you too. And here's why.
Whoa.
Here's why.
Preach,
Because
Joe, preach.
they should be sitting back going, you know, we did this with you. We did this with you. It's been almost 2 years now. You promised our fans this, right? You promised our fans this. It makes us look bad, even though everybody's telling us oh, they're not involved. They just got paid and did the show, but still, they should be more hands-on. They should be calling somebody. Somebody should be calling somebody and going, "What? Why isn't this happening? What's the deal?" You know, it just puts a bad taste in my mouth. Just not because I haven't got the stuff yet, but because there's no communication at all. The last thing that we got was, I think, I want to say about October of last year, in which they said, there are no refunds. You get no refunds and like it. All the extra stuff you're promised as a bonus after you paid for the show. That's what you paid for. Meanwhile, that's not true at all. If you paid $200 or $250, some people paid $500 to get their name in the stupid credits of this stupid thing, and nothing. No, zero, zip, zilch. It's not getting done. And I mean, I don't know where these people are or what country they live in. The law is probably different. They're probably like, you got their money. Too bad for them, kind of thing. If that's the case, all right, lesson learned. You know, but at the same time,
what about the shirts? Because I got the same. I ordered the same package with the shirt. At least throw me the shirt.
Yeah, throw the shirt. They sent us links so we could watch it again, even though I could click on YouTube right now and watch it. It's not a problem at all. You know, here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. They preyed on us. And I'm going to say why, okay? We have been living in the pandemic for a whole year, almost a whole year by that. We wanted something nice to happen. We wanted something good. And they picked us prime time to take our money and do nothing for us. That's the way it works, okay? And it's true. We were all sitting back going, you know what? This is great. You know, this is one of those great things. It's been a miserable year. We're going to kiss it goodbye. We're going to watch Kiss. We're going to bring in the new year. It's going to be cool. I'll get a few things. I'll spend a little extra money because I haven't gone anywhere or done anything. And still nothing, zero, no comment, no nothing. And I'm here to tell you, and Sonny Pooney's about to nod his head. Yes, they're done with us now. I guarantee, in my opinion, there's nothing coming. There's no concert coming. There's no picks coming. There's no tour book coming. There's no shirt coming. And if there was, there would be some kind of a notice. There'd be some, that whole, we have to wait.
Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, there's no. If there was, they'd be letting us know. And that whole bullshit about we have to wait until there's we can get it into the movie theater and blah blah blah. They're re-showing Spider-Man that came out December. You're re-showing movies. You have space in the movie theaters. You could do. It's bullshit. This is all my opinion, and I'm entitled to it.
Joe, I like this side of you.
You go, Joe.
I want this every week.
Joe.
No more goody two shoes, Joe. I want you fired up every week. And if you know what, if it takes Kiss screwing you over to get this side, I like it. Kiss, do it to him again. Bend over and give it to Joe again.
But look, here's the thing. This is the upsetting thing. Okay, once again, I feel preyed on. Okay, it's kind of like having something bad happen to your house, and insurance people show up, or roofers, or whatever, to get at you. This is what has happened. These people.
You feel like you've been scammed.
I feel like I've been scammed. I do not believe.
Kiss.
Here's the other thing. It's like it's almost like, what can we do besides not buy anything else from Kiss? People aren't going to do that. So,
Right.
and then the band knows that. And then the people that are put this stupid thing together know that. And, if nobody's picking up the phone and saying, hey, from the Kiss camp especially, saying, hey, look, we did this, until there's some kind of an outcry, and the only place you're ever going to get it is right here now. It's
class action lawsuit, Joe.
And that's not even going to happen.
Joe, tell us how you feel about Vinnie Vincent.
You don't want that, right?
Go, keep going. I want to fuel this fire while it's going. Come on.
I'm sorry. Look, and I'm not trying to bring everybody down, but here's the thing. That was a miserable year. And it would come. Here we come at the end of the year. Our favorite band comes forward and says, "Man, we're gonna do something. It's gonna be cool. It'll be fun, special." Nobody else did anything like that on New Year's Eve. They got plenty of press. I
got to tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on. Between that, even I'm not going on any of the cruises, but I know the people that bought tickets for the first cruise, or the last cruise, I guess you're going to call it the second cruise now, right? And paid full price for that, and did all the bells and whistles of that, and then now the second cruise is not only offered, but is I'm hearing half the price?
No. Okay, so I called, of course. And all right, so this is what I know as of now, okay? When I called, they said that if you are booked on another cruise, okay, if you're booked on Kiss Cruise, that's the second week, you could get the first week at a discount, a pretty big discount. If you're booked I don't think the Jericho cruise, I think there's a few other cruises. If you're booked on that, you can get, they call it, there's a special name for it. And I'm sorry, I didn't know we'd talk about this. There's a special name for it. It's a program that they have to fill up cruises that aren't selling as well. So, I look, like my grandmother used to say, your eyes were bigger than your stomach. And, they bit off more than they could chew. They sold out that first cruise so fast that they put a second one on, and the demand wasn't there at least I don't think as much. John, are you going on them both?
No, I'm only doing the second week. I'm not doing the first week.
The second week.
Yeah, but I saw they made a posting that the first week was being offered through that program that you're talking about, and it was a substantial discount. Yeah. And I messaged Six-Man. Yeah, and I messaged Six-Man like, hey, if this is what you're doing, sign me up. I'm on week 1. Oh, no, we can't offer that to you. And I'm like, well, then forget it.
Yeah. So what happened, here's the really messed up thing for me was I called because I was thinking about booking the Jericho cruise. We'll talk more about that, right, Joey? Absolutely. And I said, hey, if I book the Jericho cruise, can I get on the Kiss cruise the first week? They were like, I think they said absolutely you could get on that cruise, but you don't get tickets to the show.
Well, you don't want to see Kiss anyway, right?
Oh my God!
I want to throw stuff at them right now. Listen. I gotta check my pulse on my awesome Apple Watch here.
Well, wait, I got some comments on Joe's rant here.
I know you do.
So, one, I've been waiting for a book longer, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know.
Pony, you paid for that book?
Oh yeah.
Which book?
Two of them.
You bought the deluxe versions or the regular versions?
Deluxe, because I was going to use one as a present. So I've been waiting for the book longer.
Magic, right?
2, Gene has this pizza oven that he bought with the Dubai money, and the pizza tastes so good out of that oven. 3, every time somebody complains about Dubai, somehow another dollar goes into Gene's account. I'm not exactly sure how that happens, but it's like an angel getting their wings. Somehow that is happening. And 4, Joe, you just got to let it go. Let it go.
I'm totally. You know what? I'm totally with Joe on this. Like he said, it's not even the fact that you didn't get the merchandise. If that's one thing, right? It's the fact that they don't get updates. If they're a professional organization, listen, obviously the Magic Book is a joke, right? That's a guy doing it on the side. That's different. KISS is an organization, whether they license their name out to have a company do this Dubai thing or not, whatever it is, it's their name at the end of the day. They should at the very least be giving some kind of update. Say, guys, we're so sorry. This company's out of business. They went bankrupt. We're going to make it up to you somehow. We're going to figure it out, whatever it is. Even if it never comes, at least give some kind of update and say, this is what's going on.
I mean, seriously, we don't even charge to watch this show. And if we're going to not do a show, we put a thing out that says, hey, just want to let you know, we're not doing a show this week. It's not that hard to send an email out and say, hey, we haven't forgotten you.
So it would make you feel better that says still no updates.
No, but see,
somebody sends you an email that says we still have no updates.
No, but see, that's the thing. There's no email about no updates.
But that would make you feel better. Every 6 months, you get an email that says F you.
Yeah, I think
you're never getting your money.
At the very least, they're acknowledging, hey, we're still screwing you. Yeah.
We're sending you nothing.
Just in case you forgot, we're still there.
Long-term commitment.
Tales of a KISS geek. I've heard a lot about this. I haven't been invited on. That'd be really cool. And I think we all should be on.
Wait, what is this Tales of the KISS Geek? I don't know this.
You got to click on it. You got to go and watch it. It's a video.
Podcast? Oh, it's a video.
I think it's a video podcast.
It comes out before noon. That's part of the problem.
Oh, well, I'll watch it on tape delay.
All right. So somebody asked, what would we like? Would I rather get a refund or my stuff? It was supposed to be a birthday present. That's what it was purchased for me for.
Oh no. A Magic Book, just send me the refund. I'll take the money now.
I want the Dubai. But how come the fans can't sue for
no joking around?
Class action. Yeah.
With all the KISS drama that's going on, how do we not get that Magic guy on here, Joe? We got to talk to this guy.
I'm going to tell you,
what the fuck is he doing?
I will tell you that I have talked to him. On
does he want to come on?
Look at that.
No, because he doesn't want to give you my money back.
I do not think that he wants to come on. Thanks for the mention. Would love to have you guys on. I'm in Dublin. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Listen, once again, Joey and I don't get up in the morning. So if you're on when we're sleeping, sorry. No,
but you can record in the afternoon. I'm in.
I'll come on. Okay. More new. Okay. So here, we're going to put that aside now. Sonny, that he is giggling on the inside hardcore right now at me. I know.
No, he's giggling on the outside.
Yeah, big jerk. Suck a dick, Sonny Pooney. All right, here's a couple of other things I want to talk to you. If you are here's another thing. I'm really chopping at him today. If you are a KISS, if you know Gene Simmons, and I have something to tell you. He ain't your friend. He ain't your friend. Remember that. He's no friends. He has no friends.
That really
it's
is
Uncle
sad.
Gene.
You don't think that's sad? I read that article and I could see it. It's really that stuff like that breaks my heart. To know this guy, did this his whole life and he can't come out of this with friends. It's disgusting. What do you? I mean, I understand now you have a family and stuff. You have your wife finally, but all those years before, he was married and with kids. He never had friends to enjoy what he was doing with.
It's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. I fully
I'm the
believe
big
that.
bad wolf, and I don't like anybody.
No, dude,
everything's business.
I think, guys, some people with that stature, they never get close to people because they're always on guard. Mm-hmm. So a guy like Gene and me being with him for months at a time, he was always on guard. He was a sweetheart, great guy, so much fun to hang around with, but you could tell he was just always on. He was never just relaxed being a person. He was always, I'm the celebrity in the room. I'm the biggest guy in the room. I'm drawing all the attention. I got to put on a show for everybody. And it was great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think guys like that could ever just relax and open up to people.
Sonny.
I want a T-shirt that says I'm more interested in what I want to do, and I don't want to pretend that I'm interested in what you want to do because I'm not. I'm putting that on a shirt and wearing it to the next cruise. Are you kidding me? That's the best quote ever. That's my new motto. I got it on my board.
Yeah.
I'm making this my screensaver at work. You kidding?
I don't know, man. I'm torn on this. Okay, listen, John, have you ever met Gene Simmons?
Yes, the Volt.
Would you say he's your friend now?
No, he's Uncle Gene. He could be the crazy uncle, but he's still Uncle Gene.
I have lots of uncles. I have one right now that I'm thinking of that if I called him and said, "Hey, you're my uncle. Are you my friend too?" He'd be like, "Hell yeah, I love you."
Yeah.
And oh God, this is just Lee. You spent a lot of time with Gene.
Not that much.
I don't know. I'm making that shit up. As
You're
I
making
go.
that up. I've met him several times. Yes.
It's like, is this sad to you or what?
I'm not shocked. Just because he is as big as he is, he probably doesn't. I don't know. You can tell by his personality, he doesn't let people in real close.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he considers Paul a friend.
Does he even mention Paul in the article?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah. But I would never consider them friends. They're
Right.
business partners, even brotherly. I would say, but not.
Yeah.
They're definitely not friends. Again, a friend is someone. I think he says it in the article that you call up to just shoot the shit with. Just, hey, what's going on? Oh, check! I just did this today. You'll never believe this. Whatever it is, just a guy you can call up whenever you want, or go grab a beer, or go grab a sandwich with, or whatever. I really believe he doesn't have that one person like that in his life.
Maybe he's got so
That's
much
sad.
power he doesn't feel like he needs that. Like everybody in the everybody knows him, and
I got a bunch. I can let him have a few.
You don't have any friends, Pooney. Stop it.
I can kick a few down that way.
I don't know, man. This is like it's slightly depressing, and at the same time, you're like, "Good Lord!" It's like you. But here's the thing, I mean,
some of those narcissistic types, or if that's what he is, don't have like real friends. It's like a
But why-
show. He's putting on a show all the time.
has he not? Has he not? Does he not know anybody that's ever been there for him? Never walked up and said, "Hey, get me this or give me that," or it's just like I've met people before. I went to breakfast with somebody one time, and that was involved with Kiss, and they were like, "Oh man, I'm gonna bring you something," and I was like, please don't bring me anything. We're going to breakfast. If you're going to be my friend, you don't need to give me anything. We're just come to breakfast, And then of course he was like, "No, I really want to bring you something." And I was like, "Please do not. I do not want." That's not how I roll, man. It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
But all right. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of talk. There has been all week about this, the Gene Simmons blah blah and no friends. Nobody likes me, even peoples or whatever it is. And
Joe, I've been off for a few weeks. Did you guys talk about the newest soundboard release?
we did. Did you like it?
I loved it. Yep,
You loved
I really
it.
did. Yeah, easily, actually, not even my favorite. The only good one, I think.
Wow.
I loved it. I thought it was great to hear. Just them, that was to me the pinnacle of Kiss right there. Even though I love all eras of Kiss, they're on fire. You can hear how energetic they are. Are they perfect? No, but that's better. I don't want robots on stage.
Agreed.
I don't want slow click track
No.
robots just going through the motions. These guys had a fire in their belly, and they loved to be on that stage, and you could hear it coming through the speakers.
Yeah. John, you have it, obviously, right?
I have it. Yeah, I haven't listened to it though.
Oh, okay. Like a real collector.
Right?
Never took it out of the package.
I've been working.
Yeah, that's right.
Joey,
doing
work is when you get up in the morning, you have a lunch pail, you go to a place, you work for the man. It is before 8 o'clock in the morning.
But here's what I don't understand. Stop right there. Why the hell would anyone want you to go anywhere before 8 o'clock in the morning?
I agree 100%.
Gosh.
It makes no sense. Start working at even 11 is okay. Waking up around 10:15, 10:30.
I can't even sleep that late anymore.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't actually start work until 3 in the afternoon, and I only work for about 3.5 hours a day.
Oh my gosh, I hate you all.
Oh,
I bet Joey works even less than I do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm always working, Poonie. That's the difference. I just don't have to. I don't have to wake up and go somewhere. Right. I'm always working. I'm working on insults to talk to you about, and badmouth some other guys we had on the show, and it's hard work being me.
I'll tell you something about the friend thing though. $300 million or friends. The people in this world that said that they will choose friends over $300 million don't really know how much $300 million is. I will take the $300 million. Don't need friends.
But I will tell you, so Gene is a little bit of an exception here. So Gene, later in life, got his family too. So he got his wife, he got the kids. So he has that part. But I will tell you, I wouldn't sacrifice the $300 million for the guy who has no family, no friends.
Right.
Because there's a lot of musicians, rock stars, actors, whatever you want to, whoever these superstar entertainers are, that have to sacrifice everything, family and friends, just to make what they do as big as it is. Whether it's Michael Jackson, guys, people like that, Madonna, they can't sustain relationships, even family wise, because they're sacrificing everything and putting everything into their work, and that I don't think is worth the $300 million.
Totally agree.
John, you have a lot of friends?
I have a few. I got my fair share.
Yeah, one thing that I try to teach my son is that quantity is not important, quality is.
Yep.
Everybody agree? Quality.
Yes. It depends on what you're talking about.
Friends, Poonie.
Oh, okay. I just wondering. I mean, if you're talking ice cream, quantity's it, baby.
Man.
Man.
All right.
Why do I sign on to this show?
All right. One more important piece of news. Joey, there was an announcement a couple weeks ago that Joey is going to be playing drums with Quarantine on the Jericho cruise coming up in February. I'm very excited. And Chris Jericho mocked Joey on Twitter and said nobody was, now he had to give refunds because Joey was going to be on.
Jeez.
And I want Chris Jericho to know I paid to come on the cruise because Joey
was
on the cruise.
Fight it, Jericho. I want a percentage.
Yes. That's a friend right there. Example of friendship.
100%. Yeah. Suck it.
I tried to get Jericho's manager, Mark, last cruise, he to give me a percentage of the cruise because I told him most people are here to see me. And I almost got him on video saying it, but then he changed his mind at the last minute.
That would have been awesome. So if you're going to be on the Kiss, no, I see, I'm so used to saying it. If you're going to be on the Jericho cruise and you see me there and you watch the show, come and see me. I promise you, I'm still going to be doing Podcast Rock City stuff on the cruise. No way around it. That's going to happen. As a matter of fact, if Tony Schiavone is on this cruise, he's a huge Kiss fan. I will talk to him. And
Joe, if you want, I'll try to set up a PRC with Quarantine.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I think that'd be great. All right, so now John is here for a reason other than to listen to us bicker. And I mean, he's at work and he's going, geez, I'm passing up making money for this. Geez.
I'm with you, brother. That's all good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the topic of the week.
Podcast Rock City.
I can't believe my Atlanta Falcons lost in the last seconds of the stupid game.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Isn't that their motto? Like, shouldn't you
Oh,
be
God.
used to that by now?
right?
Oh, man.
Pooney, your Cowboys are going down tomorrow night,
No,
baby.
they are
yes.
not.
Those
They
pieces
are
of
not.
shit.
We can bet that gold record you got behind you. You want to bet that gold record?
Here's
that's
the
a
thing.
real gold record. I don't buy those. I earn those, Pooney. I can't bet those.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Falcons actually won. I figured Sonny was looking at the scores, and I wanted him to go, the Falcons won. I just wanted to hear it from him.
Oh, did they win?
Yeah, people are already sending me messages going, Falcons won. Anyway.
Miracle.
Yes.
Purchase your own click track.
Wow. Chuck McFarland hates
Nice.
Paul Stanley. I can see that. He is.
Purchase your own click track.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the topic of the week. So a couple weeks ago, Sonny put out a post and said, hey, if you have a subject for us that you would like us to talk about, send us, post them here. And we got, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30, 15 were from John. And,
and he sent me some for every podcast I'm on. So thanks, John.
I got you covered, man.
And the cool thing is that we're still looking at them. So if you have an idea for a podcast that you would like to, subject wise, to see us talk about or hear us talk about, and you want to come on the show, send it to Podcast Rock City 1.
That's the number
one. That's the number one.
All right. John did it too. At gmail.com. So, John's message to us, if you guys want to know, of course you do because you're watching the show. It's, let's see, right here. It's anniversary tour, okay? It says many bands are playing full studio albums on tour. Select 3 albums. The one that you would love to hear, the one that would be the most successful, and the one that would be a disaster. Challenge to Sonny Pooney. Pick something other than The Elder. Yeah, I don't know if you're really up for that challenge or not, but I'm sure you are. So all 5 of us had to pick one that we would love to see, one that we think would be the most successful, and one that we think would be a complete disaster. Lee. Oh, no. Yeah, ladies first. You're going to go first.
Okay. Which one?
Which do you guys think? Let's do the one you want to see first.
The one I want to see. I picked Destroyer because that's my favorite album because it's the first one I bought with my own money, my allowance.
Look at Pooney. No respect.
Sorry. That's one of my favorite albums. I'd love to hear the whole thing in its entirety. That'd be really cool. Even the weird crap at the end.
Well, here's my question. So if you saw that, you would expect some kind of a theater-esque kind of thing, right?
Sure.
Is that basically what we're all talking about? If Kiss is going to do
well, it doesn't have to be.
Album,
no, just do the whole album. I mean, with The Elder, maybe you'd expect like a play or something. But
yeah,
Destroyer.
Lee, when we went and saw
Queensrÿche.
Yeah.
Mindcrime.
It's Mindcrime, right?
Yeah,
but Jeff Tate,
really cool.
Yeah, now that was at the Tabernacle, the Tabernacle, right? Mm-hmm. And we learned a lot in that one. It was really kind of shocking.
Really cool. Yeah, they had actors and like sets. It was really neat.
I think that kind of thing would be amazing. All right, John, you're next. What would you absolutely want to see?
You know, I kept thinking about this one. It actually gets kind of tough. I was going to say Destroyer, but right now they play half those songs, and they play the half that's good. The other songs, so that's why I didn't go with Destroyer.
They don't play Sweet Pain or Flamin' Youth.
Right, which I actually like Flamin' Youth. I went with Rock and Roll Over. They advertised that logo. That logo is kind of like in your face all the time. I'm going with Rock and Roll Over.
Rock and Roll Over would be cool.
Good choice.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that one of the things about these. Okay, so all right. One of the things about this is if they do something like that, I like Rock and Roll Over would be really cool with visual things like. So they shot videos for songs during that. It'd be cool if they were like synced up, which we know they know how to do, with the videos, and they can play right along with the, the Don.
Get your jam in there all the time.
Get the leapfrog gene in there.
Get the jam.
See right there.
There you go, Sonny.
Sonny,
the real sticker from the album.
No, that's the clock. That's
it's
the clock.
Oh,
it's at 11:58, 2 minutes to midnight, baby.
Oh, nice. Iron Maiden fan.
Yeah, he's a huge Iron Maiden fan. Oh man, that reminds me, I got to get tickets for that too. Dang it!
They put on a good show.
They're playing in North Carolina. I think I want to. I have a buddy that wants to go.
Oh, I'll be interested.
All right, let's hook it up. Sonny, what show do you want to see?
I chose Dress to Kill. I want him to come out in suits. Right?
Neat.
I want Eric to do Getaway. I want Tommy to sing She. Right? So everybody gets a chance to sing. And I want it in suits.
Good Lord, really?
She took a shot. She took a shot back at Sonny today.
And I want a 15-minute version of anything for my baby. 15 minutes.
No! That's the world's worst song.
Lost your mind.
That's the worst song on the planet. And I will look, but that whole show will be over in like 27 minutes.
You're going to wish the Destroyer one was as soon as they get the Great Expectations.
I don't have Tommy singing shit in
mine. Okay. You want to see them. Now, I've seen them perform in suits, which is kind of cool, but I'll tell you this is the funniest part. They came out, it was the Dress to Cruise, right? On the cruise. They came out in the suits, and like 15 minutes in, Paul is like, God, his
couldn't
shirt.
do it.
It's so hot.
Couldn't make it.
It was so hot. I was
the
like,
chest lettuce needed to breathe.
People,
Yeah. I got something to say about the chest hair in a second. Joey. Joey.
I'm back and forth. So a couple of weeks ago, we did a similar thing like this, and I picked the Elder, in that TSO style with a narrator and the whole story going on. I would still love to see that. It's something that I would love to see, those songs played live. A little bit rock version of those songs, Paul not doing that falsetto that he does a lot on the record and stuff like that. A little bit amped up versions of the Elder, but I want to see the Elder in its entirety. I love the album, love the concept, love the songs. I'd love to see some kind of stage show around it with a narrator coming out like TSO and really going full board with the story. They don't have to go crazy with all the screens in today's technology. They could really have a great story building throughout the whole album as they play it live.
Yeah, I agree.
For that.
I mean, look. Here's the thing, and Sonny Pooney could shake his head no, but if they put that show on
all day,
just because he would go, just to be able to say I saw it. I didn't like the music, but I saw. He saw, so he's shaking his head no.
That's a hard no.
All right, so I could say this. I have actually seen Ace Frehley perform his whole solo album, his Kiss solo album, live beginning to end. That was in Jersey at the Kiss Expo there. And I've actually seen Kiss perform Kiss Alive at Cobo Hall beginning to end. They did that in 2009. So Kiss has done this before, or Kiss did this before, but it wasn't a studio record. It wasn't a studio album, although Alive, hello. And Ace did his solo album, at the thing. And I'm going to go in a completely different record because there's something that I love the specific thing. And I always wanted to see it live, but I'm never going to get the opportunity. And that is Carnival of Souls. I love that record.
Wow.
I love the metalness of it. I love the heaviness of it. People always say, oh, it's their Alice in Chains record. I don't think it sounds anything like grunge or Alice in Chains. I think it's just a heavy metal Kiss. And I like the songs. I like that it's not poppy, and I like the pop Kiss too, but I really liked how they really chunked it out. It just became, anyway, that's the one that I would really like to see. But before we move on, I want to point out something on the radio here in Atlanta. There is a radio show it's called the Von Hessler Doctrine. And they have a Paul Stanley impersonator, and it's really good. It's really funny, and it's basically based on this. The End of the Road tour is going on. Paul Stanley got in touch with them because he wants to do something after he retires, and that is to be an entertainment reporter. And every once in a while, he comes on and so here's the question that they constantly ask this Paul Stanley impersonator. It's not Paul Stanley. Okay. And none of us have ever brought this up. You guys, have y'all ever met a 70-year-old man that has completely black chest hair? Or do you think that he dyes his chest hair?
Don't make it a habit to look for that.
Joe, I've never been close enough to a 70-year-old man
I've never
notice.
thought about it. I'm sorry.
So I guess we have to ask Lee here.
I've been with a 70-year-old man.
Yes, my
And
grandfather.
None of my dad or brothers don't have chest hair, so
Yeah, but my grandfather had chest hair, and it was gray when he was 70.
maybe Paul dyes it with like the beard stuff. You could rub
The
it
Grecian formula?
Oh,
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
God,
He could. I mean,
what a visual. Picture Paul
you
rubbing
can't let his hair be gray there.
rubbing the hair dye all over his chest. Oh,
I mean, for real. But look, let's be fair.
I think it's a tattoo now. I think it's a tattoo.
I don't know, but okay.
It's tattooed in. How would you tell?
It's a wig. He applies a wig now.
Yeah, he just like
glues it on.
Powers had.
Yeah.
The hair that he glued on.
I'm Paul Stanley, and when your chest hair is turning gray and you just can't let anybody know that you're getting old.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, all right. So
he could have his own brand.
What a horrible thought, Joe.
He could have his own brand.
It wasn't my thought. It was somebody else's.
Okay, Joe.
Okay. I'm going to get
It
those
wasn't
guys
mine.
on.
It's not mine.
I'm going to get those guys on this show eventually. They're
Hold on.
huge Kiss fans.
This comment is great. Chuck is right. If you remember correctly, he actually did have abs shaved into his chest hair that looked like he had abs.
Oh, come on. He did?
Oh, of course.
Oh, jeez.
We could have painted some shading in there, too.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think I could do that?
Well,
do
remember
it live,
when he did
live next week?
Dark shadow on his cheeks? He probably just,
Oh, yeah, the Destroyer. He did
put it
I'm going
across
to tell
his
you
abs.
right now. I couldn't shave anything to make it look like that, but I could damn well look like an orange. And all I need is. All right. I'm sorry,
They
y'all.
could airbrush the abs on. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the girls do that as the cheerleaders. I saw it on TV once.
Mm-hmm.
Lee.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about the one that you think would be the most successful.
I was going back and forth, but just trying to look at the songs and everything. I chose Creatures of the Night. It seemed like it has a lot of good songs on it that would be, really popular, and I think it would be really great.
But quick question, who would you have perform the song? Same thing with Joe. When you said Carnival, who would be up on stage doing the Carnival set?
Oh, no, it would be the Carnival band. That would.
Okay.
Well, we don't have Eric
today's band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I always pick the original four, but, I would have chosen Eric Carr for this, but.
For sure.
Yeah. Sonny, do you think that... okay, never mind, because I know what you're going to say. John.
The most successful, I actually have to go back from what I said earlier, but with what Lee picked as her choice, Destroyer, it's kind of the iconic album, the album that broke them. It's kind of a foundational album. So they're just going to just feed off that, and the fans are going to buy it hook, line, and sinker, even more so than the Dubai.
Wow. Thanks. You kicked me right in the balls there, John.
Hey, bro, I'm in the same camp, brother.
That's true.
Sorry, bro.
I kind of agree with you. Sonny.
So all of my choices live in reality, which means the 4 current members are doing them, not some fantasy that we are going back to 1994 to do Carnival of Souls. Okay.
Aww.
So I think the most successful tour right now would most likely be Love Gun. It's the right stage. It's the right costumes.
I was waffling
everybody
between that too.
Yeah. gives everybody a shot to sing. Yes, Tommy would do Shock Me. Yes, Eric would do Hooligan.
Blah.
And yes, I would be in the bathroom when Almost Human is done.
Same.
And we would get an a cappella, Then She Kissed
Wait,
Me.
you said Almost Human? You don't like Almost Human?
No.
Wow.
But a cappella, Then She Kissed Me with all four, like a barbershop quartet.
I think that would be pretty interesting.
How can you not like Almost Human?
Because it sucks.
Oh my goodness!
I like.
Yeah. No. Wow. Look at this. Here's this. This is a great comment. Okay. So.
The Drake match the chest hair.
Okay. Joey, what would you say would be the most successful?
Again, just because of the Kiss fans out there, I think, I'll cheat a little bit and I'll say they do Kiss Alive 1 and 2 back to back, one show, Alive 1, Alive 2, and I'll steal it from Pooney that they're going to use the Alive 2 stage. I still think they should have had the Alive 2 stage during the reunion. Was incredible, but the staging in the reunion was awful. I don't know what they were thinking. They did not go with the Alive 2 setup for the stage during the reunion. That's the most iconic stage for Kiss. Those stairs, everything about that stage. When I think Kiss, and I think when most diehards think Kiss, they see that stage. So Kiss comes out, they do Alive 1 cover to cover, Alive 2 cover to cover. Not necessarily the other four songs, but I'd like to see those four songs live, but I would say just the live versions of all those songs.
Thought we were picking studio albums.
Well, they kind of are.
No, they're not.
Kind of. You're right.
Okay,
Dave.
you're right.
It says studio album.
Y'all change your rules all the time.
No,
yeah.
I pick studio albums.
We cheat all the time. All right, so this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to go ahead and let you know this. If Kiss were to say, hey, we're going to do pick a Kiss album, any Kiss album. We're going to go on tour and we're going to do it beginning to end in Atlanta. It'd be me and Lee and our friends, and that's all that would be there because no tire kicker gives a shit about seeing Kiss do some album they know one song from, and they know one song.
There'd be a few more people than you.
The tire kicker wouldn't even know the difference.
And you got to understand too. Obviously, if we're talking about what would really happen, just like anytime a band does a full record, they do a full record and then they do stuff at the end. They'll do 5 or 6 other songs. Of course,
exactly.
If Kiss does Love Gun, they're still going to do rock and roll at the end of the night. Rock and roll all night. Come on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, that's true. So, all right. So the one that I think would be most successful, I picked Love Gun. And for the same reasons why Sonny did, because I thought that most people have seen the center of Alive 2, and most people know that stage. And if they had the opportunity to go and see Kiss, even the lineup of today, they would love to go and see that stage with the riser. They get to see the Cats already because they've already, copied that.
Right.
But that's where I'm at. I think I'm the same way. Look at this comment here. There's no reason they can't use huge plasma screens that pop out from below the stage that digitally emulate the stages from over the years.
It's
1975, the stairs,
great
the
point.
Statue of Liberty, etc.
I was just about
to
say
blow
that.
up stuff like a blow up tank or something.
They should
Iron
absolutely
Maiden does that.
If you've seen Def Leppard over the last decade, not so much on the stadium tour, but they recreate stuff. It looks like they're staging with their screens. It's 3D like where it looks like they're in a setting, like if they're on the street or they're in the mountains or something. It looks incredible. Even when I saw Luke Bryant not that long ago, his staging with the screens behind him, he creates different atmospheres. It's not just showing pictures like Kiss does. It creates different vibes. Kiss could really do that. Every song they play, do a different staging. Show the Asylum stage. Show the the giant logo from what was it? Crazy Nights when they had the giant logo.
Asylum
giant logo, right? So, and like he said, the tank, all that stuff. They could be recreating it. The candelabras, whatever it is.
Yep.
They missed the boat on so much of this stuff, and I think it's just They don't have the right people in their camp. We've been saying it for years.
Somebody just got too comfortable doing the same thing over and over. Yeah.
I'll
And
tell
it
you
showed
something.
it on that reunion stage. That reunion stage, how could they think this was going to be the big stage that was going to blow everyone away? They had nothing.
They had nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I'll tell you something. It's really funny that you mentioned the stadium tour that Def Leppard just did. I just recently, I did not go. And correct me if was there a band, the Tuck Smith band opened, right? Okay, I just found out.
They were supposed to.
They didn't. They didn't.
I don't know if they did. That was the initial plan, but you got to remember this plan got pushed around 3 times.
I know. Karen reminded me that they were on the Kiss cruise. We did see them when we were on the island that one day. I just found out when I went and looked at the stinking band members of the band that one of the kids that used to play a club that I ran in Kennesaw is actually the drummer for that band. It's Jesse James Dupree's son, Nigel, from Jackal.
Yep.
Very cool.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope he's getting some success there because he really loves playing the drums.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was the last one. Lee, what's the flop, honey? What's the flop?
You guys can probably guess what I would choose as a flop.
Oh, I don't know which one.
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom.
Nobody wants to hear that in its entirety.
Boom, boom, boom.
Or Monster, either one. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I think I'd go see Monster. I think I like that record.
Okay. Each his own.
Okay, so you guys out there, this is what I want you to do while it's fresh in your head. Send me your 3 picks. The one that if Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. Let me know what your 3 picks are. We'll read them next week. What show you want to see them perform beginning to end, what show you think would be the most successful, and what show you think would be the flop. John, what's the flop?
Yeah, I'm with you, Lee. Monster, Sonic Boom, and Elder, because I told Sonny not to pick the Elder.
No.
Yeah, I'm throwing the Elder in there, but I wanted to go with iconic albums. So I'm gonna get heat on this one. I'm thinking Dynasty.
No, you didn't.
Gee, I knew I was going to get that.
No, you didn't.
Because I'm looking at the songs. No,
there's some good shit on there.
Yeah.
Hey, Sonny. Listen, this is really important. I know that you call me the Homer all the time, but is there any way that we can make Lee that person now?
No.
To make me what?
The Homer.
What about my that no matter what about my rant today? Did that score me any points?
No.
What does the Homer mean?
I love the show.
Because I know you don't mean it.
No, I do.
Because I know that you will buy the Coca-Cola bottle, swirl, lick it up tomorrow for the 18th time. So you are still a Homer. You will always be a Homer. So get over it.
Okay.
Joe, accept it. I bought the bottle.
Homer Simpson?
Is there a bottle?
See?
See, exactly.
Okay.
What does it mean? Somebody tell me.
Homer means that no matter what, you're on your team. You're on the Kiss team.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
You're like a super fan. No matter what.
Well,
all is good. There is no
blind super fan.
Behind me, yes.
I could tell you 93 things wrong with those guys.
I never agree with Pooney, but Pooney's right on this one, Joe. As much as I love the rant, it was fake. you know as well as I do. He's right. You're going to buy the next thing that comes out. If they tell you tomorrow, send an extra 50 for the Dubai Deluxe, you'll send it.
No,
Joe
I'm not.
Yes, you
Look,
would.
here's
I
the
didn't
truth.
even buy it.
The only way I'm buying anything that comes out new is if I'm seeing it on the shelf and picking it up and holding it in my hand. I'm not sending anybody any money anymore.
Lost trust.
It's like this past Christmas, for the second Christmas in a row, somebody said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, I would like a copy of The Elder on vinyl that they're putting out. I didn't get it until like April. It was like, so once again, if I can't hold it in my hands on the shelf, I'm not buying it. And
speaking of which, you see how I know people are going crazy over this too. That bought the Creatures box set, and then now it's on sale on Amazon for like what's $60 cheaper or something, right?
Right.
People are losing their mind.
Yeah,
but it just don't listen. I'm going to tell you. Guess what?
Wait.
Don't buy from Giss. Wait till it comes out on Amazon or Walmart, wherever you get it. Right. Why are you buying stuff directly from Kiss? They're showing you not only is it overpriced, but the Dubai stuff doesn't come. The Elder thing sells out. They don't do the right thing. Just wait until it's mass produced on Amazon and stuff. It's easier.
We lost John for a minute. I think that he's selling a car. So we can keep going. Sonny, you're right. You're the flop now, right?
Yep.
I am at the flop, and John would be surprised to hear this.
Hold'em reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
The disaster would be Asylum, yes. And I'm a tell it to you straight right now. They don't have the swagger. They can't play fast. Tommy can't do the solos. Paul and Gene can't do the vocal. They'd have to slow down the songs. They'd have to drop tune them, and they would sound like shit. It would be an absolute disaster.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
You're right.
Totally agree. My pick is very similar. Very similar.
So I'm gonna read your mind. Joey picked Crazy Nights.
Nope, lick it up.
No, Crazy. You're right, Joe. Crazy. I pick it for the same reason, Pooney. I love Asylum and I love Crazy Nights. There's no way this band can pull those records off. They can't, especially obviously Paul's vocals are through the stratosphere on Crazy Nights. He can't even complete. They could tune all the way down a whole step. Will do nothing to even crack those songs still. Tommy can't play those songs. Eric Singer can't play those songs correctly the way Carr did it on those records. It would be a disaster. It would be slow. It'd be methodical, a complete disaster. Not because the Crazy Nights record stinks, but because they could not pull it off.
Yeah. Anything from the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about going that route. That's interesting. Yeah.
Because the other problem is they are also in their 70s. And we're talking about albums that were in their late 30s. And whether we want to say it or not, supposedly people got black hair on their chest at 70. When you are at your sexual peak and the U.S. is fun, that's when all that music came out. I don't know if the U.S. is super fun anymore, and those guys ain't at their sexual peak.
And they got great.
So they don't have the swagger. They can't pull that shit off. No. I would rather have Evan Stanley do those songs.
Oh boy,
that's perfectly said. They don't listen. Not that listen. We're not bad mouthing them. Like you said, they're 70. They can't have the swagger of
still
a 30-year-old.
Crying, right?
It's impossible. But we're just saying there's no way they could pull that off, and it's true.
Yeah.
All right. So my flop. I hate to say this, but it's true, and that is that the Elder would be the flop. Because
nobody would show up.
The band,
I would.
People, right, but
Homer.
Homer.
Homer. Keep trying, Joe.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna make Lee the Homer before the end of this.
I know
day.
you're trying to push it onto me.
It's okay. It's all right. I love the band, but I'm pissed off right now. I'm just gonna be that way. My team won today, though, so it's all good. So yeah, the Elder. I mean, other than diehard fans going to that, I think that regular people, first of all, I get it that they don't know anything about the Elder, but I think that word would get out really fast about like, oh my gosh, the average kid, a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old is going to hear Just a Boy. Are they? Well, here's the question. Would they play it the way Kiss wanted to play it, or with the way the record label made them put it on the record?
Doesn't matter.
They got to do it in order. First. You got to do it in order, of course.
Right.
Joe,
it's a story.
Yeah, it tells a story.
Joe didn't even realize that he said Kiss fans and then normal people. Because fans are not normal people.
There is a difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I can't stop laughing just about that.
Here's the truth, okay? If there's one thing about me when it comes to Kiss, I'm not normal. I can accept that. It's not a jab in any way.
This
You
is
know
not
that.
normal.
Okay? It's not normal. Anyway, okay. So, John, do you feel like we have successfully gotten your topic covered?
You guys did a great job. The only thing one of the things I have to tell my wife, I listen to you guys all the time, and I'm always commenting, and she's saying, they can't hear you. Well, today you guys could hear me. So I got to share that.
Yes, that's awesome. And the last time I saw you was about a year ago at the cruise, right? In the lobby of the hotel. I remember because you were like, you don't know me. And I was like,
and I got the cards, and you held the bottle of my buddy.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that for a picture.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that was really cool. And then somebody walked by me with a Gene Simmons boot patch, and I bought Sonny.
Squirrel.
Homer.
Joe. I know exactly where it is. It's right there.
Homer.
Joe, I'm really going to ask you a question. Dead serious. You get an email tomorrow apologizing. We're so sorry for the delay of the Kiss Dubai, but we've just uncovered the full sound check from Kiss Dubai, and we're going to add it to the package for an extra $9.99. They will be shipped out. You will have yours by Halloween. What do you do?
I'm really not going to spend any money.
You just
liar,
shut up, Joe. You
liar,
liar. No, listen. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm really disappointed right now. I know that it's hard to believe because I love the band so much, and I do, but I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed. I feel like the band has forgotten about me. At least on this subject, I feel like the band is letting me down pretty hard. It's like $250 for a bonus anything.
It's not chump change.
That's a lot of money. That's
it's like they just stole it.
The problem,
but at the very least, offer merch credit. To say, hey, you know what? We know you bought this. Here's some merch. What's that going to cost them? A couple extra T-shirts?
Right.
Look, from their end, I get it. It's the brand that is letting you down, and you happen to know the two people that are in charge of that brand. If Pepsi was letting you down, you wouldn't be pointing a finger at the CEO. You'd be just pointing the finger at the brand. The problem is the brand is actual humans here. And I feel bad for them because they're just handling the business as Coke would or Pepsi would.
Right.
They're not involved.
Yeah, but Uncle Gene says we're the bosses. And the bosses want their money.
Uncle Gene doesn't have any friends.
I disagree, Sonny, because Pepsi, you order something from Pepsi, you get it every time.
I don't know about that.
Come on.
I don't know about that.
There's no way you're spending $250 on something from Pepsi and they're not sending it. $250 is a lot of money. Kiss just happens, unfortunately, they license their product and their brand out so much to these other companies.
They lose control.
These companies don't have any track records. All Kiss cares about is a check. And they're watering their brand down and they're not giving fans what they want. The fan doesn't give a shit who's shipping it. All they know, they're buying a Kiss product. So if they don't get their product, Kiss is to blame. End of story.
And there's a lot of people licensed out there. The job I had at corporate, Nike, Under Armour, Fila, Vans, none of those guys make kids products. They license all that out to other companies. So if you buy Vans shoes for your 10-year-old and they fall apart, Vans didn't do anything to make them. They sold them to some schmo. Wow. They sold the license to some schmo. They're into building adult products, not kids products. Right? So they still got the same problem. It's always going to be the brand that gets blamed. There's no way around that.
But I still think someone like Vans or Pepsi, they would at least step up to the plate. I don't think they would be, you're out of luck. I think they would step up.
Yeah, if they knew about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they definitely know about it.
Are we sure about that?
Even if
I don't know that.
Gene and Paul, listen, you're right, Sonny, that we brand them as Gene and Paul. Gene and Paul have nothing to do with any of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a matter of the Kiss Camp, whether it's all the way up to the chain of Doc or the head of merch. They know all about that this Dubai thing never got sent out. And I'm sure they were in touch with the company that was supposed to handle it all. And the company either went out of business or whatever happened to them. They know all about it. They're just not rectifying it. And like John said, at the very least, tell everyone we're going to honor you and we're going to give you $250 in credit. That doesn't mean Kiss loses that $250.
No.
It just means they're going to give you T-shirts that they normally sell for $50. They're going to give you it for free, right? Even if they gave you 5 T-shirts to cover that, right? That costs them maybe $20. That maybe.
Right.
Cost. It probably cost them $2 a shirt.
What if I want Iron Maiden shirts?
Admit it.
I don't want Kiss shirts. I want Iron Maiden shirts.
Yeah.
Someone said Sam Loomis is going to release it soon.
Yeah, it's already out. As a matter of fact, you could probably go on eBay right now. I know that I have seen people in auction sites selling these things. It's on vinyl. It's on double CD. It's
right.
I'm gonna be straight. I'm not really concerned about the video, getting the video, because I wasn't that impressed. What I want is the other crap that I pay. I just want it on principle. Yeah. I want it on principle.
Joe, what were you supposed to get?
I don't even remember anymore. I want to say, I know
could just send you anything and you'd be happy.
I know there was a T-shirt. I want to say there was a set of pics. I want to say there was a pass, like a backstage pass. A video.
One package had drumsticks.
Drumsticks, I think we're supposed to get, and maybe a book too. I think that was supposed to, basically tell the story.
The magic book.
There you go. John put a zinger in at the end, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Sonny, do you have anything to add?
No, thanks for listening, and keep those topics coming because some of these are fun.
Mm-hmm. Joey, what's the new top 5 with Joey?
One that just came out this week. We did the top 5 most famous celebrities of all time. Ooh. It's much harder than you think. So when I say celebrities, it's, sports, music, acting, whatever, anything like that. It's harder than you think. Who would be all your number 1 if you had to say, who's the biggest celebrity of all time?
Jesus Christ.
No, he's not. One of my moron partners picked Jesus. And I told him, no, he's not a celebrity. He said, well, he's a performer. He performed miracles. So we had a big argument on the show.
I think he's on more walls in this country than Gene Simmons.
No, but no political figures, no historic figures. Celebrities meaning entertainers. Who would you pick?
And number 1?
Wow.
That's a tough one.
I'd probably have to go with Michael Jackson.
He was on my list. I think he was at my number 4 on my list. He's up. He's got to be up there, Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, because I look at it as if you asked 100 people on the street have you ever heard of Michael Jackson? You'd get 100 out of 100. Now the scary part is if you asked him, have you ever heard of Donald Trump? You'd get 100 out of 100. So that just kind of tells you how big that celebrity is.
Yeah, my number 1 was Walt Disney. That's who I picked.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
I'm not sure 100 people would know who Walt Disney is. They would know what the brand is. They would know. You would have more people know who Mickey Mouse is.
I think
maybe Oprah. Oprah's pretty big.
Arguing with you about it.
Oprah was pretty big.
It's Rambo.
Come here, Rambo.
I'm surprised it wasn't Sylvester Stallone, Joey.
Well, he's my favorite. He doesn't mean he's the biggest.
I'm sure you got answers like Michael Jordan, George Clooney. They're not as big as we think they are. They're not bigger than Trump. No way.
Well, again, Trump, I kind of thought of it. He's more of a political figure.
No, for sure.
He's not an entertainer, even though he had a TV show and stuff like that.
Really, if you go that route, the Queen.
Right, you can go to the Queen, you can go to the Pope.
Yeah.
Like Joe said, Jesus, Mother Teresa, stuff like that doesn't count. We didn't pick that stuff like
that. Lee, do you have any? It's that top 5 with Joey. Make sure that you watch it because they're always good, and it's really funny to hear Joey tell his friends that they're morons.
He likes doing that.
He does it all the time. Lee, you got anything to add?
No, these topics are really fun. Yeah, definitely keep them coming, and it's fun to have the person that submitted the topic on the show. That's really cool.
Absolutely. So podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. Send us your topic and we'll if we like it, we'll send you a message and see if you got the time to come on with us. And John, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks, guys. It was a blast. And by the way, Joey, the top 5, the number 1 Pixar movie is Inside Out. And I loved seeing your family on the show. That was cool.
You know, sir, listen, we're looking for a replacement for Pooney if you're interested.
He can't. He would be the only member getting paid while he did the show because he's at work.
That is true.
We could use cars. We could use cars if that's what you're offering.
I keep the expectations low. Be glad I'm here.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to be. I just booked the Jericho cruise this week. Karen and I will be on there with a friend of ours, Christian Ingram. He's gonna room with us, and I did the Chris Ace show this week. If you go on the Podcast Rock City Facebook page, I posted a link to the Chris Ace show. We basically talked about KISS and Podcast Rock City and wrestling and pretty much anything that I wanted to talk about. We just kind of ran the gauntlet. It was a lot of fun. This was only his 3rd or 4th show. And you have to think about who he had on. He had the guy who plays the Predator as his first guest. He had some wrestling champion. I'm sorry, his name. I had it all thought. I remembered until just now. Some championship wrestler, and then me.
Nice.
Just saying.
You're up there.
I was number 3.
Yeah.
Top of the world, Ma.
That's right. I came after the guy who wears a mask and you can't tell who he is, and a guy that's a fake sports guy. I'm just kidding. Wrestling is a real sport, right, Sonny?
Wrestling entertainment.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Next week's topic, Joe, I want to see your dyed chest hair. That's what I want.
Oh man.
All 3 of them.
And how-to video.
All 3 of them.
I was like, I am not a regular Italian. I have no hair, not even on my legs. People ask me all the time if I shave my legs. That's how little hair I have. But on the top of my head,
there you go.
Nice.
There it is.
Thank God for my father and his amazing genes. All right, you know what I'm going to say? We love podcasts, and we love KISS podcasts, most of them anyway, and you're going to hear the commercials for all. He's been drawing that for 5 minutes.
Boy.
For all the ones that we love right after this in 3, 2, 1, peace.
Go Giants.